What's going on, everybody? It is Dadbot here once again, and welcome back to my Demon's Souls 100% guide. We are here in the finale. This is the last episode. We could go on and beat the game right now. All we'd have to do is talk to the Maiden in Black, and she'd pull us down that hole, and we beat the game. However, there's a couple things that we need to take care of before doing that. I'm going to go on and head over to 1-4, or rather 4-1. Or rather, I'm going to go to 4-2. Yes, 4-2. And so what I want to explain to you is before recording this episode, I actually did a live stream where I needed to farm for 2 rare items. Rare item number 1 being the Pure Blade Stone. Rare item number 2 being the gold coin, which is right here. So the reason why I did that was because I wanted to, for the purpose of this walkthrough, I wanted to keep everything on screen, viewable to the audience. And so in this case, it included grinding for these 2 very rare items. So I wanted to show you exactly how I got them before proceeding, because I know that not all of you are going to want to go back and watch that live stream because it did take a while to do. So for the Pure Blade Stone, I farmed this black skeleton right here. So I basically killed this guy over and over and over again until he gave me the Pure Blade Stone. It did take a while to get. It was just under an hour. And oh my gosh, he just gave me another Pure Blade Stone. That is, I mean, I can't tell you how exceedingly rare that is. I literally was on this stream for about an hour before he dropped the Pure Blade Stone, and I just got another one. That is crazy. But don't expect that. Expect that you'll be killing him over and over and over again until he gives you a Pure Blade Stone. The other item that I farmed, as I said, was the gold coin, and I got the gold coin from 2-2, the Tunnel City. The Fat Minister enemies drop the gold coin, and it is a rare drop. And if he drops another gold coin for me, I'm going to go crazy, because it took me about an hour to get that gold coin of literally just going to this level over and over and over again and farming this enemy just to get that gold coin, killing him over and over countless times. Anyway, one thing about this game is they did increase the drop rate of the Pure Blade Stone. It used to be just an incredibly rare drop, like 0.5%, but they did increase it in the remake. So this is the guy that you need to farm for the gold coin. It is also a very rare drop, and did not get one, but that's okay. And you can see my bloodstains right here still. That's because after killing him, I would basically roll down this shaft, and then that would respawn me at the Archstone and would also reset the enemy. I don't want to suicide right now. I'm just going to go back to the Archstone and warp. And so the reason why I wanted to get these 2 items is because they are required for rings in this game. And one of the achievements in this game is to get all of the rings. So that is why I did all of this. So the Pure Blade Stone, the way that this works is you get a Pure Blade Stone and you get a gold coin. Now, if you remember from a previous episode, there's this crow, Sparkly the Crow, towards the beginning of 4-1. And you can trade rare items with this crow, and she will give you very rare items in return, and some that are impossible to get any other way other than trading these rare items with her. So what I'm going to do is, if you trade a Pure Blade Stone with Sparkly the Crow, she gives you the Ring of Longevity. And so the Ring of Longevity is a ring that is exclusive to the remake. It was not in the original game. It increases your maximum HP, I believe. And so one thing I want to point out about the Ring of Longevity is if you have the digital deluxe version of the game, you already have the Ring of Longevity. I do not have the digital deluxe version of the game, so I had to farm the Pure Blade Stone, because the only way to get the Ring of Longevity, other than having the digital deluxe version of the game, is to trade a Pure Blade Stone with Sparkly, and then she will give you the Ring of Longevity. Likewise, with the gold coin, there is another ring in the game called the Ring of Uneven Scales, I believe it's called. And the Ring of Uneven Scales does not come with the digital deluxe version of the game. It is exclusive to the remake. It was not in the original PS3 version of the game. And the only way to get it is by trading a gold coin with Sparkly the Crow. So there are 2 rings. Those are both those 2 rings are both required for the achievement. And I got both of these on me at once, and that's never a good idea. These things might actually kill me. Dang it. Yeah, I'm gonna die. I'm definitely dead. Heal, maybe? Nope. Nope. That's okay. That's what I get for talking so much and not paying attention, but that's okay. Anyway, and so the Ring of Uneven Scales, the only way to get it is by trading a gold coin. And both of these rings, as I was saying, are required for the All Rings trophy. So that is why I am going to such great lengths to show you this in this episode, is because I want, as part of this playthrough, I want to show you guys the All Rings trophy. And so in order to do that, I had to kind of jump through these hoops. And, you know, absent of you already having the Ring of Longevity from the Digital Deluxe version of the game, you're going to have to do some grinding from that Pure Bladestone. I doubt you're going to be as lucky as I just was a few minutes ago. But you know, that's how you have to go about getting it. So just wanted to point all that out. Just want you guys to know everything that you need to know. I want this walkthrough to be as comprehensive as possible. And so that's kind of what I felt like I needed to do in order to accomplish that goal. So what I need to do is bring this guy down here with my bow, which is what I should have done the first time, but I was being stupid. Anyway, there we go. Problem solved. And so what I'm doing now, you know, if you haven't guessed already, is I'm going to Sparkly the Crow, and I'm going to trade in my items with Sparkly to get those 2 rings. So I'm going to demonstrate exactly how that's done, so you can see. And we will get all the stuff that we need. So, and a couple other things I wanted to point out. Like, if you remember at the very beginning of 1-1, kind of in that area where Ostrava first is when we find him, there's an item called the Brass Telescope. I just basically put that item in my inventory right away. I don't really use it. It's kind of, you can use it as like a pair of binoculars, essentially, to view things far away from you. And so, let's see. Dang it. I'm probably not going to need it, but just in case, I'm going to throw on Second Chance, because why not? It's not going to hurt anything. And then, like, for example, another thing is in 3-1, when we were exploring the White World Tendency exclusive areas, we got a gold mask. You can actually trade that gold mask for, I believe it's a colorless demon soul. So there's you know, several things that you can trade to get some really good items. But what we're after are those 2 rings right now, the Ring of Longevity and the Ring of Uneven Scales. So what you do is you need to take the item that she wants, and you can drop it right in front of her. You have to just choose to drop it, and then she'll say she's happy. That means that she's kind of accepting your trade. You want to wait for that prompt. If she doesn't say that she's happy with what you just dropped, that means that she hasn't, like, acknowledged what you put down. And what you need to do to actually effectuate the trade is you need to quit and reload the game. Now, if you quit and reload the game and she hasn't acknowledged your trade, like if she hasn't said that she's happy, then what happens when you reload your game is that item that you just dropped is going to be gone. And you know how hard we worked for those items, and you don't want that to happen, because then you have to go get another one, and it's a pain. So she acknowledges she was happy, and so when you quit and reload, she drops this item. And so we have the Ring of Longevity. So let's check out the Ring of Longevity. Did I pass it already? Where is it? Is it all the way down here? There it is. So yep, increases your max HP. So now what we need to do is we need to drop the gold coin and get... We need to give her the gold coin so we can get the other ring that we're after. So let's drop the gold coin and make sure that she acknowledges it by saying she's happy. Okay. So now what we do is we quit and reload, just as we did before. And we should have the Ring of Uneven Scales. There we go. So the Ring of Uneven Scales. Let's check that one out. Raises item burden, but lowers your equipment burden. So basically, if you look at our stats, it makes your item burden, like your cap on your item burden, go up, but it makes your cap on your equipment burden go down. So I'm really struggling to find a practical use for that. But, you know, it's a ring, and it's required for the trophy. So that's that. Perfect. So we got exactly what we need. So we can get out of here. Can I drop down from here? There we go. So I'm just going to bail, go straight to the Archstone. And then the next thing we have to do is going to sound a little bit counterintuitive. But so you know how we got to pure White World Tendency. We worked our tails off to get to White World Tendency to max out the power of the Demon Brant. And so, you know, as we did with all of the worlds, where we went from pure White World Tendency to pure Black World Tendency to get everything, we actually have to take ourselves to pure Black Character Tendency. So we're in pure Black Character Tendency right now. Or, I mean, we're in pure White Character Tendency right now. So now we have to go to pure Black Character Tendency. And the way you go to pure Black Character Tendency is you have to kill friendly NPCs. So if you remember Yurt, the Silent Chief, we saw him in 3-2, and I was like, you let him go back to the Nexus, he's going to kill everybody. Well, now we actually have to play the part of Yurt. We have to kill everybody. And as horrible as it sounds, that's what we got to do. So Patches, you knock me off the ledge, I knock you off the ledge. That's just how it be. So Patches is dead. You'll see we just lost our pure White Character Tendency because we're kind of going on a rampage here, and you know, it's what we have to do because there is a ring in the game that you can only get if you're in pure Black Character Tendency. So you remember we got the Allies ring from being in pure White Character Tendency, and you see our Character Tendency just took another hit. So we got the Allies ring from being in pure White Character Tendency, and I'm gonna have to go ahead. I'm actually gonna have to throw my falchion back on because with my Character Tendency dropping,
I was worried sick.
my Demon Brant is becoming less and less powerful. So I need to take out my falchion because I'm going to need to equip it eventually. Let's see. Where is my... Here it is. So just to demonstrate yet again kind of the mechanics of the Demon Brant, you'll see that we are no longer at max strength Demon Brant because we're taking hits to our character tendency towards pure Black. So can also kill this guy. And he has a Hands of God. Let's see. So I'm gonna send this to storage, and I think now we're at neutral character tendency. So there's some other easy marks. Another one being the guy, the filthy man who sells stuff right at the very beginning of this level. And so as bad as it sucks that we have to do this as part of the game. Oops, did I go to the Tunnel City? I meant to go here. As bad as it sucks to have to do this, it kind of, you know, it's sad. It is indeed sad. It is a requirement for a ring. So, and the thing is as all of these people are going to respawn in New Game Plus.
What do you think you're doing?
So it's not, I mean, it's permanent for this playthrough. They will never respawn in this playthrough. However, they will respawn in New Game Plus. So this is why I do this at the very end of the game, is because, well, for one, if you do this too early in the game, it will keep you from getting to pure White character tendency, which we also need. And also, you know, these guys are no longer going to be available if you do this early. So if you go on your killing spree early on in the game, then these guys are no longer going to be available to you to do kind of to help you. So let's see, I'm going to kill this guy.
What the hell are you doing? I'm just a blacksmith, you know.
I feel so bad. This is so like against my nature. And yeah, so let's check out our Demon Brant. So see, you can see how little damage we're doing now, and that's because of our pure Black character tendency. It's now having the opposite effect. So we now need to we need to go ahead and equip our falchion. Sorry, dude. So we're done with the Demon Brant for this playthrough. All right. And he drops the other Hand of God. All right. Send it to storage. And our Demon Brant, so we are in pure black. So you can see our Demon Brant now does 0 damage. We are in pure black character tendency. So the reason we have to do this is because once you get to pure black character tendency, and only after you've killed Yurt. So if you're following this walkthrough, you will have killed Yurt, you know, right away at the, you know, as soon as you encounter him, you kill him. If you have yet to kill Yurt, she's not going to appear, but you have to kill Yurt, and you have to be in pure black character tendency. If you meet both of those requirements, which we now have, you are going to encounter a new NPC up on the 2nd floor of the Nexus called Mephistopheles. And so she is kind of a dark figure, and she stands right here. Let's have a chat with her.
I can see that you have killed before. No one can blame you for that. Demon souls are too precious to relinquish. Perhaps a slayer like you would have an interest in my offer. I want you to kill Saint Urbain and his followers. You will be rewarded amply. Do we have an agreement?
All right.
A reason? Ha! Just think of it as an opportunity to remove a competitor.
All right, so accept the offer.
I
So we have to kill Saint Urbain and his followers. So we have to follow her all the way through this quest. So basically what she's going to do is she's going to give us a mark, and we have to accept that and take out the mark that she gives us in order to advance her quest line. So that means that now we have to go down and kill Saint Urbain. And I mean, it basically means that we're not going to be able to purchase any miracles for the rest of the game. So I'm going to use this as an opportunity. Well, actually, no, I'm not. I'm not going to get anything from him. I was thinking about buying. Well, maybe I'll buy some stuff from him. Can I buy anything? I'll go on and learn this and learn this. I'm not going to use any of the Demon Soul ones because I want to get the ones from Yuria the Witch first. But so I'll go on and kill him.
God bless this Mbassa.
All right. You have met your end, my friend. Sorry about this. I feel so bad. Oh, he just did Wrath of God. Or God's Wrath, whatever that spell is called. I need to do Second Chance. Oh, jeez. He just took me out. So he's powerful. And I just stood right there as I knew what he was doing, and I just stood right there and took the huge hit. Okay, but lightning don't strike twice. He's not going to be so lucky. So they're already aggroing to me. Oops, I have my talisman equipped still. All right, so I got one of his followers. All right, that's another one of his followers. And they all drop stuff, I believe. Maybe not. And there's Saint Urbain himself. Come here, you. No, you're not doing that again. All right. And this, I mean, so we get Saint Urbain stuff, and he gives us a Ring of Devout Prayer. I believe we already have the Ring of Devout Prayer, so this is a duplicate for us. Yep. And we have his armor set now, which I believe we may have already had his armor set, so this might be a duplicate of his armor set even. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we already have all this stuff. So you have to go back up to Mephistopheles and get her next request.
So, it is done. Here is your reward. Take it.
So for our trouble, we get a Stone of Ephemeral
Now
Eyes.
for your next task.
Not worth it, in my opinion, but
I want you to kill
we have to
Sage
do
Frick
this.
and his sniveling apprentice. Of course, I'll provide you with a fine reward.
Whoops, did I say? Hold on, I don't know if I have to
Now for
accept it
your
or
next
not.
task. Of course, I'll
There we go, accept it. Okay. So now it's Sage Frick. So I'm actually going to go to Yuria the Witch and try to buy all her stuff.
Are you sure?
So we get the Relief, Curse Weapon, Soul Thirst, Ignite, and Fire. I don't have that one. Oh, that's the Armor Spider. We got the Lava Bow with that one. So Firestorm. So that's the only one we can't get from her. Because I was hoping to get all of her spells so that I don't have to rescue her in my New Game Plus playthrough. Because it does, it takes a few extra minutes to rescue her.
You have your wit.
Let's see if I can, I'll try to get all his stuff while I'm at it. Because I do have to learn all this for the trophy. So all these ones I don't have because I've already used them. Oh, I can get this one. Okay, perfect. All right,
Bring me more demon souls.
you're next. This is what you get for being a jerk to me at the beginning of the game.
Man, cease that at once.
Frakes over here, like, I don't care about that guy. All right, sorry, dude.
What in the devil is wrong with you? What can you say?
So we get a Baby's Nail and the Sage set and a Ring of Magical Sharpness, which again is another duplicate for us. And I think all this armor is also a duplicate. All right, so back up to Mephistopheles and see what she has for us next. I believe one of the requests that she has is patches, and we've already killed patches. So what happens is if you've already killed someone that she wants you to kill, she just skips over that and goes to the next one on her list.
So, it is done. Here is your reward. Take it.
Another Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. And I believe another one that she requests is Bior. And so since Bior is already dead, she will skip over him. So if Bior doesn't die to the the blue dragon and 1-4, she's going to ask you to take him out anyway.
Don't look at me with that ravenous countenance. There's more work to be done. I want you to kill that witch Yuria. Of course, I'll provide you with a fine reward. Excellent. I have high expectations.
All right. So yeah, you got to make a full turn to the dark side here at the end of the game if you want all the stuff. That's just the way it is. And as I said, this kind of eats at me a little bit because I always like to be a good guy in games that I play. I don't know why, but that's just kind of how I roll. I like to be the good guy, and now I'm forced to do otherwise, and it goes against my nature. All right, so we got her set and a Ring of Magical Nature, which I believe all of this is duplicates yet again. And her armor set is a female-only armor set as well. So we couldn't even wear this if we wanted to. All right, so back up to Mephistopheles.
So, you're all done. You're what they might call a miracle worker. One final task, and the Secret of Souls shall die with you.
All right, so now we got the Foe's Ring, which should trigger our trophy. There it is. So that's why we had to do all that, was to get the Foe's Ring. So now, once you take out all of her marks, and again, she will also I think she asks for patches and for Bior, but since they were already dead, then she skipped over them. She aggroes to us, and you got to kill her.
Such as you.
She watch out for her. She has the Soul Sucker move. If you get too close to her and you're not watching out, she can drain a level from you, much like King Allant can. So just make sure that you don't get caught up in that Soul Sucker move, because she does have it, and it will drain a soul level from you if you get stuck with it. So just watch out. Don't take her too lightly, because she will use it on you. So from killing her, we get a Ring of Accursed and another gold mask, and then a couple weapons. So we already have the Ring of the Accursed, and we actually already have a gold mask. So you can trade that gold mask, as I said, with Sparkly the Crow for a colorless Demon Soul. And this is our second one that we just got. So, and then she gave us, let's see, we have a Parrying Dagger, Baby's Nail. This is like yeah, that one takes magic to use. A lot of magic to use that one. So that is Mephistopheles. We got the faux ring. And so we have every ring in the game. So every single ring, there's 30 of them, is in my inventory here. And those 30 include the exclusive to the remake rings, including the Ring of Uneven Scales, Providential Ring, which still to this point, the only way that is known to be able to obtain it is to choose it as your starting item, which love it or hate it, that's the truth. We have the Ring of Longevity and the Sodden Ring. Those rings are exclusive to the remake. So we have all of them, as well as all of the other rings that were in the original. So we got the gold trophy for all rings. So now all that is left, ladies and gentlemen, is to beat the game. We have finally arrived. So as I said, to trigger the sequence, you have to talk to the Maiden in Black. She will not let you level up. As soon as you talk to her, you'll see what happens.
Hear a voice of yore. The Old One calls for thee. Let us proceed below to its lair. Old One, I have granted thy wish. A new demon. Come now, be good.
All right, so here we are. There's the Old One. Now I know what you're thinking. You always look behind you, which I am always compelled to do so. But there is actually literally nothing back here. So, we can have a little look around here, but there is nothing back here. And it's pretty much, I think, the only place in the game where this is the case. But some pretty cool scenery and architecture, but no items. So the way forward is where the Maiden is, and she has, we're right at the right before the Old One. And, here we have the Archstone. We can choose to warp and return to the Nexus if we so choose, but we do not choose. We choose to go forward. So that is the old one right in front of us.
Let us proceed below to its lair. Let us proceed below.
Okay, so you got to go straight into it.
You have been chosen by the Old One. Will you seek the everlasting demon souls? Or has the monumental blinded you? Whatever your choice, you are our first visitor. May you be welcome here.
All right, so enter the fog. This is technically a boss fight.
Surely you have seen for yourself the pain and suffering that fills this world. But God is merciful, and so created the Old One, a poison to the poison. The Old One will feed upon our souls and put an end to this tragedy.
So this is probably the easiest boss fight in the game. And so that's why I consider the False King, Allant, as like the true final boss of the game. Because literally, he can damage you, as you just saw. But, I mean, literally all you have to do is kind of stay behind him. And, he's pretty helpless otherwise. All right, one more hit.
You fool! Don't you understand? No one wishes to go on.
Okay, so that is it. I mean, that is somewhat of an anticlimactic final boss fight, but here we are. So, before you proceed, please remember to pick up the Soul Brand, which is the companion to the Demon Brand. So now we have both the Soul Brand and the Demon Brand. And the Soul Brand is, as I said, the exact opposite of the Demon Brand. So now we can throw this thing on, and this is maxed out because we're in pure black character tendency. So the Soul Brand maxes out at pure white character tendency. The Demon Brand maxes out at pure black character tendency. So, there's nothing left for us to fight in this game. So, we're just going to carry this with us to New Game Plus and let us move forward.
Thy work is done. Slayer of demons, go back above. The Nexus shall imprison thee no longer. I shall lull the Old One back to slumber.
Okay. So she told us to go back and we will return and no longer be imprisoned by the Nexus. So here we have a choice to make. There's two endings of the game, and the ending you get all hinges on what you do right here. So if you turn away, you get what I would consider the good ending, or the happier, I guess you could say, ending. The other choice you have is you can kill the Maiden in Black, and you get the darker, or maybe some would say the bad ending. If you kill the Maiden in Black, you get a trophy for getting that ending. However, if you let her live, you actually get her soul, and in your New Game Plus, you'll be able to trade her soul in for a spell. And you are going, again, you're going to need that spell in order to get one of the trophies. So what I tend to do is I let her live in my first playthrough, and then in my subsequent playthrough in New Game Plus, I will kill her, And so that will get us the other ending. And then in my second playthrough, that'll get us the gold trophy that's associated with it. So the choice is yours alone to make. I just gave you the options and the consequences of each. So as I said, I'm going to let her live in this playthrough. You can do whatever the heck you want to do in your game. But to let her live, you go this way.
My thanks. At last. At last. The end is in sight.
Then you exit the fog. And that's Demon Souls. We are done.
The Old One, along with the Maiden, were swept back into the lulling fog. Boletaria was spared from the demons, but also lost its knowledge of the soul arts. The souls lost during the pandemonium were never retrieved. And today, the unstable world has another monumental to hold its fabric together. A brave new hero of unprecedented power.
All right, guys. Well, I gotta say, it has been a pleasure being your guide through this game. I just want to say thanks to all of you who have watched all of these episodes and made it this far. If you've made it this far from episode 1 until now, I just want to give you my sincerest thanks and gratitude for using this guide. It's been an honor, really. So, anyways, I'm going to stop talking and we can watch the credits and enjoy this music. And then once our New Game Plus boots up, I might say a couple more words, and that'll be it. All right, there it is. We got the Maiden in Black Demon Soul because we let her live. And as I said, we're going to need that to obtain a spell, which will be required for one of our trophies. And so just like that, we are in
Soul of the
New
lost
Game Plus.
drawn from its vessels. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended. This is the Nexus. It holds together the northern land of Boletaria. Thou canst not quit the Nexus, but the 5 Archstones will guide thee to the outer lands.
All right. So here we are. Ready for New Game Plus, but that's going to have to wait till some other time. So again, I wanted to extend my thank you to you guys who have made it this far. Really appreciate it. It means a whole heck of a lot to me that you guys have chosen this as your walkthrough of choice through what I will have to say is, I mean, perhaps the best launch title for a console ever. Maybe it's in the conversation at least. I mean, geez, they just totally knocked it out of the park with this one. So it met and exceeded all of my expectations. Hopefully it did for you as well. I really hope that your playthrough of this game was just as enjoyable, if not more enjoyable for you as it was for me. I really enjoyed doing this for you guys. So that being said, this is DadBod signing off right here, and I will catch you guys and whatever comes next. So take care. Have a good one. I'll see you next time.